What a beautiful day for a ride on my base model 2022 KLR 650. So I've actually been meaning to make this video for a while now, but before I headed out on the ride, I just saw on the back wheels version of this video. So I decided might as well make this quick before the snow falls. You probably will see a little bit of salt here and there out on the road because we have had a little bit of snow here, but I love this bike. Feels good to be out on it again, and I'm definitely glad that I got the chance to. So I think the adventure model definitely is going to be for some people. However, for myself, not so much. Maybe all of the accessories that are offered in the adventure model are accessories that you'd be interested in and that you would use. Myself, probably not at all. I don't really think anything other than the USB ports would have gotten any use under my ownership. As you can probably see there, I actually went with the 3D Cycle Works kit for adding a 12-volt cigarette-style plug, and then I've just got a little USB insert stuck in there, which works pretty well. I do need to get a 90-degree angle cable on that. The zip-tied over GoPro USB plug is not the greatest, but it does work, and I think maybe if you didn't have the big bark busters on here, maybe that wouldn't be so much of an issue, but mine, it's pretty darn close. The river's freezing over, probably melting today though. One thing that On the Back Wheel said in his video that I totally agree with is that the adventure model I think might be good for people that are going to use it in a way that I think most people probably use adventure bikes, and that's to take long trips on the road and maybe do a little bit of light gravel now and then. If you're somebody like me or On the Back Wheel that does a little bit harder of dirt riding, then I think the base model is definitely going to be the way to go. You kind of get rid of the Kawasaki frills, the little dinky crash bars at the bottom, and the light bar around the front. I think those would probably be fine if you gently set the bike down a couple times, but on the stuff that I'm planning on doing with the KLR, those wouldn't last more than a couple days. I plan on taking this on some single track, which obviously is not necessarily what a KLR is intended to do, but I like to see what I can get out of my bikes, and that's why I went with the full dirt racks kit, the front and rear crash bars. And if you guys want to see any of those videos, or if you want to see more videos like this, you can take a look at my channel, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. I put a video out at least once a week, but I've got a whole playlist that I can put down in the description of all the accessories and kind of install review type videos that I've done on the KLR. I'm definitely happy with these dirt racks crash bars. I think they are going to be a necessity for any of the more intense off-road riding. And I mean, hey, even if you just want something a little bit more protective, even if you don't do anything all that hardcore, I think they're definitely going to do a lot better than what the adventure model has on it. And again, maybe that's perfectly fine for you. If it is, let me know down in the comment box below. I think some people are really going to appreciate the adventure model. Some people already do. The panniers on the back, I think, are kind of the same thing. I suppose I have seen some in person, but I never even tapped on them. I guess I probably should have. But from what I've heard and seen, it doesn't sound like they would really hold up to more than a couple hard drops. And for me personally, I don't really have any sort of need for panniers. My adventures are usually day trips up to some ATV trails where I'm doing kind of a lot of rough riding and going over jumps and stuff. And I do often find myself on some tight trails. Like I said, I do plan on doing some single track, but I also just kind of like to goof around on old logging roads and kind of explore old trails and see how far I can get the bike into the woods. And so having big old panniers really isn't something that interested me. My Tusk Dry duffel in the back is more than enough for my trips anyway. I have heard people say that they really like those lights, but I mean, as big as they are, I cannot imagine, again, that they would do well in a crash. And there are a lot of other options out there, much smaller options that are super bright. I've used Cyclops on my other bikes. I really do need to get in contact with them and see if they want to send me a kit to try out on the Gen 3. Their stuff is really expensive. There's a lot of other less expensive stuff and kind of stuff kits that you can put your put together yourself if you know how to do a little bit of wiring. The Cyclops kits are nice just because they're basically plug and play. You do have to tap into your high beam circuit, but that's about it. Other than that, they pretty much have all the wiring and everything else down for you. So I would say if you're interested in lights and lights only, or that's a big thing for you, I think there are other options out there that would be better if you're interested in doing more intense off-road riding. I've used the Denali bracket that goes up underneath the front fender. That works really well. On the wraparound crash bar like this, I would not suggest sticking them on the sides. I would stick them kind of somewhere up in the front where if the bike goes over, they're not going to get smashed into the plastics. We'll never understand why people put crash bars on a bike and then mount things on them that are immediately going to get smashed into the plastic if the bike is dropped on them. I don't know. I don't understand the thinking behind that. I guess if you guys have a comment on that, let me know down in the comment box below, but it just does not make sense to me. The last thing, which I guess can be something that's pretty important, is the color scheme. The Adventure model only comes in, oh, look at the chickens! Hi, chickens. I miss my chickens. I go home and say hi to them. The Adventure model only comes in that digital camo, and don't get me wrong, I actually really like the dark color scheme on that bike, but I've just never been a huge fan of camo on motorcycles or four-wheelers or trucks or cars or anything like that. It looks good on a sweatshirt or a coat, but not so much on a motorcycle. Just not my thing. And if it's yours, hey, that's fine. I honestly kind of wish that I would have gone with the desert sand rather than the burnt orange. I just kind of always wanted something burnt orange, and I didn't want to pick my color based on my coat and pants and helmet. Obviously, buying a motorcycle to match your coat, pants, and helmet is probably not the smartest thing to do. I'm definitely happy with the color that I got. I think it looks cool, but I definitely like the desert sand as well. Let me know what you guys think. Which one do you think is the coolest color or the fastest color? I think it's funny everybody always says that. It's really not that funny. So I think that's all I've got for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Stay swanky. If you want to see more videos like this every week, then click that Swanky Cat logo down at the bottom. If you have any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment box below. If you can get out and enjoy this beautiful world, make sure you do that. Otherwise, if you can't, hey, check out some more videos up at the top.